Don Bosco was ever attentive upon the boys in his care and longed for them to be good and holy. He continued to share his many dream visions with them in order to remind them of the seriousness of life and the consequences of sin, as well as to prepare them for the unexpected events of life. One evening, on March the 21st in 1862, Saint Don Bosco stood before his oratory of boys and told them that he had to tell them a dream. In his dream, it was playtime, and Don Bosco saw many of the boys running about and playing games in the playground. Suddenly, he heard a loud disturbance and saw a tall, old man appear at the entrance of the playground. The man had a wide forehead and sunken eyes. He was draped in a winding sheet and held a flaming blue torch. The old man walked slowly and gravely towards the children, while the boys did not seem to notice him. Dumbfounded, Don Bosco kept watching the man, who finally stopped before a boy, nodded his head and muttered, "He is the one, I am sure." Then the old man handed the boy a note. The boy took the note and read it with a look of horror and shock. "When?" the boy asked. "Now," the man replied. "Can't I finish the game?" the boy asked. "You may be caught while you are playing." The note meant a sudden death. Trembling, the boy tried to say something, to plead, but he could not. The old man pointed to a coffin that was placed near the door of the stairs adjoining the church and said that it was ready for the boy and that they must go quickly. "I'm not ready. I am too young to die," the boy screamed. But silently, death's messenger walked away. The boys listened with seriousness to Don Bosco's dream, and afterward asked Don Bosco who the boy was in the dream. But Don Bosco would not tell them. He said that the boys must prepare themselves, for the Lord could call them into eternity any time. He told the boys to pray especially to the Blessed Virgin and to always live good lives. A few weeks later, a boy at the oratory did indeed suddenly die. Don Bosco assured the boys of the dead boy's eternal salvation, since he had received Holy Communion a few days earlier and had behaved and prepared properly for death. That evening, Don Bosco said to the gathering of boys that people were mistaken to delay clearing their conscience until the end of their life. He invited the boys to thank the Lord for calling into eternity their friend who had been spiritually ready. How much more we would grieve, he said, if others had been taken whose behaviour was bad. At the funeral of the boy, Don Bosco walked out of the church and noticed the coffin that had been placed near the door of the stairs adjoining the church. "What a coincidence," he said. "That's the way I saw it in my dream."